There we go. And by the way, to that end, what we just talked about, I think it was Ray yesterday, I think, that called in about the idea of doing a new band call-in show. So I'm going to pencil that in for next week, and I'm not sure what day. Probably keep Monday open. Unless something big comes up Monday, probably keep. I love bookending the weekend with a lot of phones and news. So doing it obviously today and maybe do that Friday. But if something comes up for Monday worthwhile, we'll do it, of course, guest-wise. Tuesday, we got Dorothy for sure. Tentatively, let's pencil in Wednesday for the your favorite new band show. Ray's suggestion was one per person, so the most new bands can be talked about. I don't know. I don't know if I have a problem with somebody mentioning 2 or 3, but we'll see. Now we got Ray producing the show. My whole audience is producers at this point, Joel. Everyone's coming for your job, dude.
Man, it's tough out here.
But I'm going to tentatively, you guys can start thinking about that because I like that idea. I'm going to start tentatively planning to do that maybe on Wednesday. So start thinking about that. Everybody's got, it's a good way to push out new bands that people should know about. All right, very cool. And that's it, Joel. No other news. Did I get everything?
You got everything news-wise. We're just going to shout out a happy birthday to Randy Bly of Lamb of God.
Oh, we haven't talked to Randy in a little bit. I know he's got a book tour coming up and all of that. Maybe we'll line him up to come on and talk about that. Maybe I'll hit him up next week. We'll try to do something with him. Okay, cool. All good stuff. Thank you. Let's take a break. And what is this that we're hearing now?
This is Black Map. The song's called Hex.
All right, this one's for you, Gorlick. We'll come back, talk to you guys on the phones right after this.
Hey, it's Stoner Brian from West Virginia, but I'm not too stoned, as you can tell. I just want to know, you got an update on when your 40th anniversary video is coming out?
No, but if you were astute, if people were astute on YouTube...
I've seen it all. I've seen every
No.
video.
I've
seen it.
No, that's not where I'm going. I'm going through my emails this morning, and Ray from Maryland sent me an email with a link and said, hey, the Alice Cooper performance with Michael Anthony playing him with him and everything is pro shot and on YouTube right now. And I'm like, what? And I went and looked, and Ray sent me the link, and there it was. And I found out how that happened. It was somebody made a mistake, and it's already been taken down. So there was a sneak preview. You
got a leaker.
No, I know it was. It was one of the musicians. He's a good guy. He's a friend of mine, and he just didn't realize it wasn't supposed to be out. So I told him, I said, hey, pull that. He pulled it. And the whole reason why is we want to present it as like a proper thing, and we're going to give the money to charity. So I want to make sure everybody sees it the right way at the right time. So it's all good. But yeah, Ray gave me a heads up, and it was just somebody made an innocent mistake there. But there was a little sneak peek out for a few hours this morning. How about we grab Jim in Staten Island? What's going on, Jim? You're on the air, buddy. How are you?
Big Ed, how are you?
I'm good. Man.
I wanted to give you my top 5 live albums. These are just 5 albums that I basically wore out listening to.
Let's hear it.
No particular order. Led Zeppelin song remains the same. Specifically, the original release, not the reissue. And then Lynyrd Skynyrd, One More from the Road. Soundgarden, Live from the Artist Den.
I got that on
UFO
DVD. That's it. I have that on like Blu-ray or something. That's incredible.
Me too. His Cornell's voice is ridiculous.
Yeah.
UFO Strangers of the Night, which is 100% thanks to you. And the last one I put is Zebra Live.
I have that, but I never listened to it for whatever reason. I didn't. I got to check that out. I absolutely have that CD. I know right where it is. As a matter of fact,
it's like from 1990 around there, and Randy's voice is just at its peak. You got to throw that on. You'll love it.
Yeah, and thank you for that, Jim. Appreciate it. Zebra still does shows. Zebra is probably more active now than they have been in a really long time in terms of playing shows. And they are talking about doing a new record, which would be great. But anybody that knows anything about that situation knows that Randy Jackson is a crazy perfectionist. And that's why Zebra has only made like 4 albums in 40 years. But there has been talk lately that they're getting closer to making a new record. But talented band, still the original 3 guys, Guy, Felix, and Randy. That their debut on Atlantic back in, what was it, 83? I think it still stands as like the biggest selling at the time debut album for a band. And great group, really great group, and great guys as well. So that's a good call on the Zebra Live record. Good one there, Jim.